throughout the last test match as well. Put myself, for a fitness test pretty much over the last couple of days and came through that really well. So, looking forward to it. And Potsy, myself and Potsy coming in for Wokesy and Gus. So I think you look at the last 7 test matches have been pretty gruelling, in particular that last one. So, I think you look at the seniors that we've got out here with us. I think it's a good time for them to have a rest. Refresh the body, because they've had a really big summer, put in some really good performances, bowled a lot of overs, and obviously last week was pretty gruelling as well. So, a good time for them to get their feet up and have a break.
And it's all Durham pits, is that nice for you?
Yeah, I'm not slowly eking all the Durham team in, don't worry about that. But, look, no, I think it's going to be a proud moment for the club, obviously, looking at things like that. Durham's got a great record of producing England cricketers, in particular fast bowlers, and obviously we've seen Potsy in an England shirt for quite a while now, who's done really well, and Carsey with the white ball throughout the summer, and I thought he was amazing last week in his debut. I'm pretty sure he showed as to why we picked him, why we selected him, and the role that we see him playing long term in an England shirt when he gets the chance. So it'd be great to see him going again, and hopefully he can put in a similar performance, if not better, this week.
And have you had the final word on the pitch? Would you play on the same pitch as last week?
Have I heard final word?
Yeah, is it confirmation that you can play on the same pitch?
I'd hope so. That after what that's what we know.
So what you've done?
Wow, yeah.
Typical, is it?
No, I'd be surprised if we end up turning up tomorrow and we're playing on a different one. But first time ever that I've played on a used wicket in a Test series back to back. But I think we could sit here and say, it's definitely going to do this, it's definitely going to do that, but who knows? But I think you'd like to think that it's going to offer the spin a little bit more than it did last week. Obviously with it being used and hot, slightly drier square, so you might see a little bit more of a swing to bring the seamers into the game. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens in that first session and that first day, and then go from there. Sorry, start that again, Rory.
Are you going into the unknown a little bit? Start with test match on a day 6 pitch. You could do that. I guess you don't know exactly what you're going to do at all.
I'll hopefully win the toss and bat.
Can we go to Lawrence at the back? Go ahead, Lawrence.
Julie said yesterday you thought you were fitter than ever. Is that how you feel? Has the break done you some good in that respect?
Look, I've worked really hard on other, parts of my fitness side whilst I've been injured. I've obviously had a fair few injuries. It's part of what we do, part of how I play cricket and my role. Injuries are frustrating, but I like to sort of keep myself in a positive mindset, and the thing that allows me to do that is telling myself, when you get back onto the field, make sure that you're fitter than you were when you got injured. So not only do I have a goal of obviously, getting my body back into a state of being able to play, but obviously having another sort of individual goal of making sure that I'm physically fitter than when I got injured keeps me on track and keeps me positive throughout injuries, which is obviously frustrating.
Can time off actually prolong your career?
Can
time off prolong your career?
I'll always be test match cricket, so you won't see me missing a test match unless I'm injured.
We've got Stefan at the back, and we'll open up to the rest of the media. Go ahead, Stefan.
What's the situation with your bowling? Do you do the full job as an all-rounder?
Look, it's obviously got to be sensible. I'm obviously playing as a third seamer. To be honest, playing on a used wicket sort of made the decision a little bit easier. But as I say, you'd like to think that this is going to spin a bit more. We've got 2 workhorses in the team, Carsey and Potsy, who just keep going and going and going. I'm available to bowl, and obviously, when I sense the time is right for me to maybe come on and make an impact, there won't be any doubts in my mind that I can come on and bowl. You'd like to think that might be a bit more in favour of the spin, hence playing on a used pitch made the decision a little bit easier.
Was there ever a situation where you might play just as a batter and did you think you had to be able to ball to come back in?
Yeah, those are sort of thoughts that I went at home through my head at home before we came out, and I'd written the 3 teams down with me not bowling, and it just didn't work.
Gentleman here, yeah, go ahead.
Hey Ben, it's Mugabe from Italy. One thing for certain, England always finds a way to get the result in their match, especially with the bad ball. So environment,
Just slow, sorry, do you mind just difficult to hear with the echo?
England always finds a way to get the result in their match, especially you get that bold aggression in last meeting, but this time you give these only balls to get the result out of each player. 1,300 runs were scored over 3 days. So how are you feeling when you are seeing the dressing room and your inner side to take that?
So we always try and play to make sure that there is a result. Sometimes there'll be moments in games where you might have to do something a little bit out of the ordinary to try and keep the game alive, so that both teams have got a chance of winning. That's how, with me being captain and Baz being coach, that's how we both view cricket, is that there should be a winner. You look at that first test on our last tour, we risked losing that game in the pursuit of winning. And that's how we'll always play our cricket. Whereas last week, that wasn't really the case. We knew what we had to do. We had the bat in our hand at the end of day 3. It was a great game, and Brook and Root were not out. There was still a lot of work to be done. We knew that we had to keep batting and get a lot of runs past their score to put way more pressure on Pakistan when it came to their turn with the bat. If we'd only managed to get a 100, 150 run lead, it makes it a lot easier for Pakistan to go out there and play in a certain way, because it gives them a chance to declare and then put the pressure and responsibility back onto us. But, we knew that if we went big like we did, there was only going to be one winner. Could have been a draw, but you look at how many overs that we left ourselves in the game to bowl them out. We knew that we'd left more than enough, and if Pakistan were able to block out 130 overs or play 130 overs, then fair enough. But I thought the way in which we bowled in the first innings actually set the game up for us. It was incredibly flat, and we found ways of taking 10 wickets on a wicket that was the easiest time to bat. There was no spin, no seam, no swing. We had to go through so many different plans, which I thought Pope did a great job at. I think you can look at it as if there was a Pakistan collapse, but I just thought we were outstanding with the ball in the first innings, which really set the game up for us to be able to do what we did with the ball in the fourth innings.
Ivan, how do you rate the captaincy of Kohli apart from his year's decision? And second question is, Pakistan is, and second question is, Babar Azam is not part of the 11. How England team is taking that?
Sorry, what did you say about Pope? Sorry.
How do you rate the captaincy of Kohli apart from his year's decision?
DRS?
Decision.
Oh, right, his record. Look, DRS is one of those things that I view as they're there to use. If you think you've got a chance of one going your way, why not use it? No one's perfected how to use DRS. If you think it's a chance of being out, then you're going to review it. I've got some right, I've got some wrong. I ain't going to lose sleep over if a bowler tells me that it's out and it's not, because it's what they're there for. And Babar Azam plays for Pakistan. Not our problem.
Okay, we'll finish with Matt and then the gentleman with the cap here at the front. Go ahead, Matt. What do you?
Ben, just on the pitch, since the first time you've experienced anything like that, could you just tell us sort of how you first reacted when you heard that was Pakistan's plan, and do you think that that's a legitimate tactic?
I think if we went 1-0 down at home, we would probably be going to our groundsman at the second test, saying, can we have a bit more of this, a bit more of that, to use our home advantage in our favour. I think if you look at the way that the first test played out, if another wicket like that was produced, maybe that gives us more of an advantage just because of the way that we take the game on and how we play it. Using a used pitch, brings a lot more into the game for both teams actually. So if it does spin more, if it does reverse more, there's more options there for both teams, and so could be a tactic. Not sure, but yeah, I've never seen a used pitch before using back-to-back games, and I've never seen fans that big standing as umpires.
Last question.
The England cricket team was very well played in the first test match, and what do you see the Bafrasan, the Shine of Riti, and the fast bowler Seem Shah absence in the batsman cricket team?
Yeah, just everything on that. That's Pakistan cricket issue, nothing to do with me.
Okay, we're done. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.